From the very first moment the news hit the internet, the entire sports world froze, because in this alternate universe drama, Stefon Diggs wasn't trending for a jaw-dropping touchdown or a highlight reel catch. No, he was trending for something much messier, much louder, and way more explosive. Sources in this fictional universe claim that Diggs has been caught again in the middle of a scandal so chaotic, so unpredictable, that even fans who thought they'd seen it all were left staring at their screens like, hold on. What is going on now? It all started late last night when mysterious photos began circulating online, grainy, chaotic, and just clear enough to spark a firestorm. Within minutes, social media was in meltdown mode. Fans were shocked. Comment sections were erupting. And people close to Diggs in this fictional storyline were scrambling for answers, whispering about betrayals, secret messages, and a confrontation that allegedly erupted behind the scenes. By sunrise, rumors had grown into full-blown drama. Was Diggs tangled up in yet another explosive situation, and this time with someone no one saw coming? Emotions ran high. Reactions were wild. And the entire sports community in this fictional narrative was left clutching their phones, begging for the full story. In this fictional universe, the night had started out quiet, almost suspiciously calm, as if the universe itself was holding its breath, waiting for something explosive to happen. And of course, whenever things get too peaceful around the fictional Stefon Diggs, chaos always seems to appear like it is following him on purpose. That is exactly what unfolded when the new round of rumors started spreading like wildfire, pulling everyone into a storm no one was prepared for. People close to him in this fictional storyline kept insisting that he had been trying to keep a low profile after the last messy situation, the one that left fans divided and the family whispering behind closed doors. Everyone said he was trying to rebuild, trying to find balance, trying to avoid drama at any cost. But the problem with trying to avoid drama is that sometimes the drama finds you first. And that is exactly what happened when a mysterious message popped up on the phone of his fictional brother Trey, a message that read, "You might want to check on your boy before things blow up again." Trey stared at the screen for almost a full minute, his heart pounding. He knew this tone too well. He had seen Stefon slip into messy entanglements before in this fictional universe. He had seen how the smallest spark could turn into a firestorm. So Trey immediately called him. "Yo, what did you do now?" Trey said the moment the call connected. Stefon sighed, his voice tired, frustrated, as if he already knew the world was about to twist his life into another dramatic headline. "I didn't do anything, bro," he said. "At least not this time." But before the brothers could even finish that conversation, the first set of messages leaked online. Blurry screenshots, strange captions, and a photo showing Stefon in a parking garage with a man whose face was shadowed, almost hidden. Nobody knew what they were talking about, but that didn't matter. The internet filled in the blanks with the most dramatic explanations possible. Fans were shocked. Comment sections overflowed. People started tagging the fictional girlfriend who had already been on shaky terms with Stefon after the last scandal, the one that almost tore the family apart. "He better not be doing this again," one comment said. "If this is real, I am done defending him," wrote another. Emotions ran high, the tension rising like heat waves over an already burning situation. People wanted answers. They wanted explanations. They wanted drama, and oh, they were getting more than they expected. Back at his house, Stefon sat on the edge of the couch, rubbing his forehead as notifications exploded on his phone. "This is stupid," he muttered. "They don't even know what they're looking at," but his girlfriend didn't care about context. She barged into the living room, her face full of hurt and disbelief. "So we're doing this again?" she snapped. "Another scandal, another secret meeting in some random place?" "It's not what you think," Stefon said quickly, but she cut him off before he could explain. "Every time you say that, it's always exactly what I think," she shot back. The argument escalated fast. Voices rose. Accusations flew. The house echoed with frustration, pain, and unresolved tension from all the past issues they never truly fixed. She grabbed her bag and stormed out, leaving Stefon standing there, feeling the whole world closing in on him again. Meanwhile, Trey had already jumped in his car, heading straight to his brother's house. He wanted answers too, and he wanted them before the world decided its own version of the narrative. When he arrived, he found Stefon pacing, fuming, overwhelmed. "Bro, what happened?" Trey asked. "Nothing," Stefon said again, louder this time. "I was meeting someone about a business deal. That's it. They took a random angle, turned it into something else, and now look at this mess." Trey stared at him, trying to decide if he believed him or not. "You know how this looks, right? Especially after everything that happened last time. People aren't going to let this slide." Stefon threw his hands in the air. "I can't control people's imaginations." But even as he said it, a new notification flashed on his phone. Another photo had leaked. Clearer this time. This one showed Stefon reaching out, grabbing the other guy's arm with a serious look on his face. The internet exploded instantly. "Caught again," someone posted. "Here we go," another wrote. Fans were in disbelief. The family group chats were lighting up. Friends began calling one after another. Trey grabbed the phone out of Stefon's hand. "Bro, what is this?" "I told you, it was business," Stefon insisted. The guy was upset about the contract details. "I wasn't flirting, I wasn't sneaking around, I wasn't doing anything wrong." Trey exhaled slowly. "You gotta say something before this becomes bigger." But before they could plan anything, the doorbell rang. It was their cousin, Malik, who had apparently driven over after seeing the leaked images. "Man, you are trending everywhere," Malik said as he stepped inside, shaking his head. "And not in a good way. People think you're out here doing the same stuff again." Stefon sank onto the couch, defeated. "I swear none of this is real." Malik looked at Trey, then back at Stefon. "Okay, but the problem is, they got pictures. And every time pictures show up, the internet believes whatever story they like the most." Trey sat next to him. "So tell us everything. The full truth." Just then, Stefon's phone buzzed again. This time it wasn't social media. It was a text message from the man in the photos. The message said, "We need to talk. Someone is playing us." Trey read it over his shoulder. "What does that mean?" Stefon stood up slowly, tension tightening every muscle in his body. "I don't know," he said. "But whatever it is, this is bigger than I thought." And before anyone could speak again, another message came through, this one even stranger, saying, "Meet me where we talked the first time. You're not safe." Trey and Malik exchanged shocked looks. Fans online were still speculating, still divided, still arguing. But inside that house, a new wave of fear settled in. Because suddenly this wasn't just about rumors or scandals or accusations. This felt like something deeper. Something darker. Something that was just beginning to reveal itself. The room fell into a heavy silence, the kind that presses down on everyone until even breathing feels loud. Trey stared at the message glowing on the phone screen, his eyebrows pulled tight with confusion and worry. Malik shifted uncomfortably, looking like he was ready to speak but unsure of what to say first. Stefon just kept staring at the text, reading it again and again, as if maybe it would make more sense the fifth or sixth time. "You're not safe," Trey finally said, his voice low. "Bro, what does that even mean?" Stefon shook his head slowly. "I have no idea. I don't even know this guy like that. We met twice. Everything was supposed to be simple." Malik leaned forward. "Well, clearly it's not simple anymore." Stefon ran a hand over his face, frustration building. "All I wanted was to set up a deal, and now the internet thinks I'm sneaking around with him. My girl walked out, and now he's texting me like we're in some undercover movie." Trey stood up. "Okay, but let's think. If he's saying someone is playing both of you, that means those leaked photos weren't random. Someone had to be there. Someone took those pics. Someone wanted this out." Malik nodded slowly. "And whoever wanted it out wanted it to look bad." Stefon swallowed hard. But why? And who? Trey paced the room. There's only two types of people who do stuff like this. People who want money, or people who want revenge. As soon as Trey said that word, revenge, Stefon felt something drop in his stomach. There were people from his past, people he had fallen out with, people who might love to watch him burn. But he didn't want to say their names out loud, not yet. Then the phone buzzed again. Another message from the same unknown number. Come alone. Don't tell anyone. If you want this to stop, meet me tonight. Malik frowned. Bro, that sounds like a trap. Stefon didn't disagree. Everything about it felt wrong. The tone, the urgency, the secrecy. It all felt like stepping into a storm with no idea what was waiting on the other side. Trey crossed his arms. There's no way you're going alone. I'm not going, Stefon said quickly. I'm not about to pull up somewhere in the dark over some drama I didn't even start. But even as he said that, a small part of him wondered if maybe he needed to go. Maybe this guy really did know something. Maybe the photos weren't the real issue. Maybe someone was trying to destroy him from the inside out. His thoughts spiraled until he couldn't sit still anymore. Bro, what if he's telling the truth? What if someone set this whole thing up? Malik shrugged. Maybe. But even if that's true, you don't walk into a situation blind. Trey added, we go together. All of us. Stefon looked between them. He said come alone. Trey smirked. And we're ignoring that. Just then, Stefon's phone rang. Not a message this time. A call. The caller ID showed the fictional girlfriend's name. He froze. Trey and Malik exchanged glances. Answer it, Trey mouthed. Stefon took a breath and swiped to accept. Hello? Her voice came through sharp, shaky, and full of frustration. So you're not even going to explain yourself? I tried, he said softly. You walked out. Because every time I stay, I just get hurt again, she said. And now there's pictures. And rumors. And everyone messaging me like I'm supposed to explain what you're doing behind my back. Nothing happened, he insisted. That's what you always say, she whispered. There was a pause. A long one. He could hear her breathing on the other end, and it hurt him more than any comment online. Can you just come over? She finally said. I need to look at you and hear you tell me the truth. Stefon glanced at Trey and Malik. Trey mouthed, go. We'll figure out the rest. Okay, Stefon said into the phone. I'm coming. He hung up and grabbed his keys. But before he could walk out, Trey said, keep your phone on. If anything else happens, call us. I will, Stefon said. As he headed to his car, he could still feel the weight of the strange messages sitting in his pocket. The night air was cold, sharp, and tense, reflecting the storm building in his chest. The drive to his girlfriend's place felt longer than usual. Every red light gave him more time to think, more time to question who would want to set him up, who would go this far. By the time he pulled into her driveway, his head was spinning. She opened the door before he even knocked. She stepped aside, motioning for him to come in. He walked in slowly, unsure of what version of her he'd be facing tonight. She crossed her arms, watching him closely. Tell me everything, she said. He took a breath. The guy in the photos, it's business. He was upset about the deal. That's why I grabbed his arm. That's all it was. She looked down, her jaw tight. But why were you meeting in a parking garage? Because he didn't want cameras around, Stefon said. He didn't want attention. I thought I was doing him a favor. And now this? She asked, her voice cracking. I don't know how the photos got out, he said. But he just texted me. He said we're both being set up. He says someone's playing us. She looked up at him, her expression shifting from hurt to confusion. Why would someone do that? I don't know, he said. But he wants to meet tonight. Her eyes widened. You're not going, right? I wasn't planning to, he said. But I need answers. She walked closer, her voice softening. I don't want to lose you again. Not over something like this. He reached for her hand. You won't. Their moment was cut short by another buzz from his phone. Another message from the unknown man. If you don't come now, it's going to get worse. Her face paled. What does that mean? Stefon stared at the screen, adrenaline hitting him like a shockwave. I think someone's watching us. She stepped back. Stefon. He walked to the window, pulling the curtain aside. The street looked normal. Quiet. Still. But something felt off. The kind of off that makes your skin crawl. He turned back to her. I can't let someone twist my life like this. Then take someone with you, she insisted. Please. He pulled out his phone and called Trey. Bro, he said, we're going. Trey didn't argue. Text me the spot. We're already heading out. Stefon hung up and looked at his girlfriend one more time. I'll fix this, he said. You always say that, she whispered. He walked out into the night, unaware that before it was over, things were about to get far worse, far more twisted, and far more dangerous than any of them imagined. The night felt heavier than usual as Stefon stepped outside, almost as if the air itself was warning him to turn back. But it was too late for second thoughts. He had already told Trey, and Trey never let Stefon walk into anything alone, especially not something this messy. The driveway was dim, the street quiet, the kind of quiet that makes every tiny sound feel suspicious. Stefon took a slow breath and walked to his car, his mind racing with every possible outcome of the meeting he was heading toward. As he started the engine, his phone buzzed again. Another text from the mysterious guy. Don't bring anyone. Oh no, the message sent a chill up his spine. How would he know? Was he watching? From where? Stefon looked around, scanning the shadows, but saw nothing. Still, his instinct screamed that someone was nearby. He ignored the message and drove off, his hands tight on the wheel. Meanwhile, Trey and Malik were already on the road in a separate car, making their way toward the spot Stefon had texted them earlier. Trey dialed Stefon the moment they got onto the main road. Bro, we're 5 minutes out. You good? I don't know, Stefon admitted. He keeps saying he's watching me. Malik scoffed in the background. Man, this dude probably trying to freak you out. Some people love drama way too much. But who would go this far? Stefon asked. This isn't just drama. This is personal. Trey said, then we figure out who's behind it. Stay calm. Don't confront him until we get there. They hung up, and Stefon continued driving through the dimly lit streets, every turn making the tension rise. The meeting spot was an old abandoned warehouse district, the kind of place that had more silence than streetlights. He pulled up near a broken fence and cut the engine. The only sound was the distant hum of streetlights flickering. He stepped out of the car slowly, scanning the area. Hello, he called out quietly, unsure if he even wanted an answer. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, from behind a pillar, the guy from the photo stepped out, hood up, shoulders tense. His voice came out low and urgent. You weren't supposed to bring anyone. Stefon's heart skipped. What are you talking about? I came alone. The guy shook his head. No, you didn't. They followed you. Stefon frowned. My family? They're here for backup. That's it. The guy stepped closer. Backup means more pictures. More rumors. More stories. Whoever set us up is still watching. Stefon's stomach twisted. You keep saying that. Who's watching? The man glanced around nervously. Someone who wants you ruined. Before Stefon could ask anything else, another car turned into the lot. Trey and Malik. Stefon raised a hand and signaled them to slow down. Trey parked a few feet away and stepped out, hands up in a calm gesture. "We're not here to fight," Trey said. "We're here to figure this out." The guy in the hood backed up. "I told you not to bring anyone." Stefon stepped between them. "Relax. These are my people. They're not the enemy." The guy hesitated, his breathing heavy. "Fine. But we don't have much time." Trey crossed his arms. "Start talking. What's really happening?" The man took a deep breath. "The night those photos were taken, there was someone else there. Someone recording us. Someone who knew exactly when and where we were meeting." Malik asked, "How would they know that?" The guy looked at Stefon. "Because someone close to him told them." Stefon froze. "Close to me? Who?" The guy shook his head. "I don't know. But they had details. Private details. They knew the time, the location, the deal we were talking about. Everything." Trey muttered under his breath, "That means it's someone from inside the circle." Stefon felt his chest tighten. His circle wasn't that big. Family, a few business partners, a couple of close friends, and of course, his girlfriend. But she wouldn't, would she? No, she wouldn't. She was hurt, angry, emotional, but she wouldn't sabotage him. Not like this. But the doubt crept in anyway. Stefon said, "So what do you want from me? Why text me like something bad is going to happen?" The guy looked him dead in the eyes. "Because something bad is going to happen." "They're not done." Malik asked, "And who is they exactly?" The man swallowed hard. "I don't know their name. But I know they hate Stefon. They kept asking me for dirt. They wanted anything they could twist. Anything they could use to start chaos." Trey stepped closer. "So the pictures, those weren't random?" The guy shook his head quickly. "Not at all. They were staged." Stefon blinked. "Staged?" "Someone was hiding behind the cars," the guy continued, voice trembling. "They waited for the moment you grabbed my arm. They knew it would look bad if the angle was right. They took the photos and sent them out." Malik exhaled sharply. "That's crazy." The man wasn't finished. "And they promised me money if I helped make it worse." The moment he said that, Trey stepped forward aggressively. "So you're part of this? You tried to set my brother up?" The guy backed away, shaking his head. No, I swear. I didn't take the deal. I didn't want anything to do with it. They kept pressuring me. Calling me. Threatening me. That's why I told Stefon to meet. Because they're planning something bigger, and I needed him to know." Stefon narrowed his eyes. "Why warn me now?" The guy took a shaky breath. "Because today they told me if I didn't help them, they'd leak more stuff. Stuff they made up. Stuff they edited. They're trying to paint a whole story around you, and they don't care who gets hurt." Trey asked, "Did they say why?" The guy nodded slowly. "Yeah. They said they want to break his public image from the inside. They want him to lose everything." Stefon's heart pounded. "Who would want that?" The man hesitated. "They didn't say a name. But they said this. He took something from me. Now I'm taking everything from him." Malik whispered, "This is personal." Trey looked at Stefon. "Bro, who did you cross?" "Because someone's going too far." Stefon shook his head. "I haven't done anything worth this level of hate." The guy stepped even closer, urgency in his voice. "You need to be careful. They're planning another leak this week. Something that's not true, but it'll look real. They want everyone to turn on you." Before anyone could respond, the sound of a camera shutter echoed from somewhere in the darkness. Everyone froze. Malik spun around. "Yo, who's there?" Trey shouted, "Come out." No one answered. Stefon felt his breath catch. Someone was actually watching. Someone was close enough to take photos of them right now. The hooded guy panicked. They found us. I told you they were watching. Malik ran toward the direction of the sound, but whoever was hiding slipped away into the shadows before he got there. Trey grabbed Stefon. We need to leave. Now. The hooded guy backed away toward the far end of the lot. I can't be seen with you again. They'll know I warned you. Wait, Stefon said. You can't just disappear. We need more answers. The guy shook his head urgently. I'll contact you when it's safe. But be ready. They're going to hit you harder next time. And then he vanished into the darkness, leaving Stefon standing there with Trey and Malik, every one of them shaken, confused, and more scared than they wanted to admit. Because now they knew this wasn't just a scandal. This was a hunt. And someone out there wanted to destroy Stefon, piece by piece. For a long moment after the hooded man disappeared, the only sound in the empty lot was the harsh breathing of the three men left behind. Trey, Malik, and Stefon stood still, staring into the darkness like they expected whoever had taken that photo to step out again. But nothing moved. Nothing shifted. Nothing gave away where the watcher had gone. The silence felt like it was swallowing everything. Trey finally broke it. Bro, we can't stay here. Whoever's doing this is one step ahead. Malik wiped sweat from his forehead. And if they took pics of us here? Oh, it's over. They're gonna twist it into something insane. Stefon stared at the spot where the unknown guy had vanished. Everything was spinning. Everything felt unreal. How is this happening? He whispered. How did I become a target like this? Trey put a hand on his shoulder. We'll figure it out. But not here. They hurried back to their cars, constantly looking over their shoulders like someone was going to jump out at them. Stefon's hands trembled as he unlocked the door. Trey leaned toward him. Go straight home. Lock everything. And don't talk to anybody unless it's us. Malik added, and if anyone texts you anything weird, screenshot it immediately. Don't delete nothing. Stefon nodded numbly, got in, and drove off. But the entire drive home felt wrong, like every car behind him was following him, like every pair of headlights belonged to the mysterious watcher. He kept checking his mirrors, his heart racing with each turn. By the time he pulled into his driveway, the tension was unbearable. His girlfriend was waiting for him inside, pacing back and forth when he walked in. The moment she saw his face, she froze. What happened? Why do you look like that? Stefon shut the door behind him, locked it, and leaned his back against it. Because it's worse than I thought. She swallowed nervously. Tell me. He explained everything, every word the hooded guy told him, every warning, every detail. With each sentence, her expression changed from confusion to shock to fear. By the time he finished, she was covering her mouth with both hands. Someone is doing this on purpose, she whispered. Someone is setting you up? Yeah, he said quietly. Someone who hates me enough to try to destroy my life. She sat down slowly, shaking her head. But why would anyone hate you like that? Who did you hurt that badly? Stefon looked away. I don't know. I swear I don't. What about old teammates? She asked. Or old friends? Or someone from your past? None of them would do this, he said. This feels different. This feels personal. For a few moments, neither of them spoke. The room felt colder, heavier, as if the fear inside it was growing thicker by the second. Then her phone buzzed. She jumped, startled. Stefon watched her pick it up carefully, slowly, like she already knew it wouldn't be good. The moment she saw the screen, her entire face drained of color. What is it? He asked, his voice tight. She hesitated, then turned the phone around. It was a message. A single anonymous number. And one single sentence. He is lying to you. Stefon felt his chest seize. What? Who sent that? She shook her head, terrified. I don't know. The number isn't saved. Another buzz. Another message. He went to meet someone behind your back again tonight. Stefon and his girlfriend stared at the phone, horror rising between them. They're watching us, she whispered shakily. They know where you are. They know where you went. They know I'm here. Stefon grabbed her shoulders gently. Listen to me. None of that is true. They're trying to turn us against each other. I know, she said, voice trembling. But it's working. Because this feels real. And that scares me. The phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't a message. It was a photo. A fresh one. A picture of Stefon standing in the warehouse lot only minutes earlier. Trey and Malik walking toward him. The hooded guy standing just a few feet away. His girlfriend gasped, covering her mouth again. Oh my God. They were there. They were right there with you. Stefon's knees nearly buckled. How close were they? How did we not see them? They were hiding somewhere, she whispered. And they're bold enough to send me these. Stefon felt panic creeping up his spine. He pulled out his own phone and immediately texted Trey. Bro, they just sent her a photo of us from tonight. Trey replied instantly. What the hell? That means they followed us. Malik added from Trey's phone, someone is stalking you, bro, real life stalking. This is not normal. Stefon felt dizzy. What do we do? Trey responded, you need to leave the house. Right now. You can't stay there. Leave, his girlfriend said, overhearing. Go where? But before Stefon could answer, there was a loud knock at the door. A hard, aggressive, unfamiliar knock. They both froze. Neither of them moved. The knock came again. Even louder. Stefon whispered, don't make a sound. They tiptoed into the hallway, hearts pounding, breaths shallow. The knock echoed through the house again. Someone was outside. Someone who wasn't announcing themselves. Someone who wasn't supposed to be there. His girlfriend whispered, should we call the police? Stefon wasn't sure. If whoever was out there was the same person orchestrating all of this, calling the police might make things worse. Maybe that's what they wanted. The knocking stopped. Silence. They waited. Then Stefon's phone buzzed. A message. From the same anonymous number. I know you're home. Stefon felt ice crawl up his spine. His girlfriend grabbed his arm. We need to get out. Please. He nodded. They moved quietly through the house, turned off the lights, and slipped out the back door. Stefon guided her toward his car parked behind the house. As soon as they got in, he texted Trey, we're leaving now. Trey responded, come to my place. We'll regroup. Stefon started the engine and pulled out silently, not daring to look toward the front of the house. He drove fast but carefully, constantly checking the mirrors again. Every pair of headlights behind them felt like a threat. Every turn made the tension worse. When they finally reached Trey's place, the house lights were on and Trey and Malik were waiting outside with serious faces. Stefon pulled into the driveway and got out. Trey didn't waste time. Bro, this is bigger than a setup. Whoever is doing this knows where you live, where you go, who you're with. Malik added, and they're bold enough to pull up to your door. Stefon ran his hands over his head. Why? What do they want? Why me? Trey looked him dead in the eyes. We're going to find out. His girlfriend spoke up softly. But how do we stop someone we can't even see? Trey exhaled slowly. We start by figuring out who benefits from this. Who gains something from tearing Stefon down. Malik nodded. And we can't trust anyone outside this room. Stefon's girlfriend looked around nervously. So what now? We just wait for them to strike again? No, Trey said firmly. We strike first. Stefon looked up. How? Trey leaned in closer. We set a trap. The room went silent again. The kind of silence that meant the storm wasn't over. It was just beginning. As the night dragged on inside Trey's living room, the tension only grew sharper. Stefon sat there replaying every moment in his head, every message, every warning, every strange detail that pointed towards someone who knew him too well. The fear, the confusion, the anger, it all mixed together into a storm he couldn't escape. The family was left divided in their thoughts, unsure who to trust, unsure who might be the enemy hiding in plain sight. And fans across this fictional universe were already flooding social media with theories, each one more dramatic than the last. Who was behind the leaks? Who was bold enough to stalk him? Who was willing to destroy his life piece by piece? Those were the questions hanging over the room like a thick fog, and none of them had answers yet. But one thing was clear, this wasn't over. Not even close. The trap Trey suggested might be the only way to finally expose the shadowy figure pulling the strings, but setting it meant diving deeper into danger, deeper into manipulation, deeper into the chaos that had already turned Stefon's world upside down. And as they sat there planning their next move, no one could shake the feeling that the next twist would be bigger, louder, and far more destructive. And now, it's your turn. If you've been hooked by this insane roller coaster of secrets, betrayal, and hidden agendas, make sure you hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Tell us what you think. Who do you believe is behind the setup? Who has the motive, the access, the obsession? Your theory might just be the one that cracks the whole story open. So don't stay silent. Jump into the comments right now and let us know how you think this drama ends.